Alright, how y'all doing? Like I said, we are doing some sort of semi-tech stuff now. The weather's so bad, and as you know, people are interested in phones. And right now, yeah, there's some bargains. I mean, Pixel 6 Pro, 128 gig. Just let's. This has got a case on it, but you look how many camera lenses that has. It's one, two, three super wide flash mic. That's the laser focus, everything on that. It is a big phone, I'll tell you that now. And also on these devices, you know, screen quality, refresh rate, everything like that is, you're talking like 120 hertz. Also, it's fingerprint unlock and it doesn't have Face ID. So one could argue that that might annoy some people, but as a phone that's basically running the Google Android 14 latest software, the scrolling speeds, this can max out 120 hertz, right? But then when you go to a static image, it goes right down to like 1 hertz. So its battery life is, I'd go as far as to say the Google Pixel 6 Pro, on testing with and against an iPhone 12, which isn't the newest iPhone, battery life is very close. Very close. In terms of 2 days, you can scrape through unless you're hammering it. And standby time, yeah, the iPhone wins. But in actual day-to-day use, the Pixel 6 Pro, it's got a lot going for it. Now, unlike the iPhone, when we showed you the control center and stuff, the Android control center just to me makes a lot more sense. Everything's labeled a bit better, and the brightness is at the top. You know you're on Wi-Fi calling, the time's clear. You've got your wallet, your Bluetooth, everything that's on's highlighted green. And when you swipe across, you get even more sort of hidden away. But some of the stuff now that Google has introduced in their Pixel line, and here we go, you can see there as well, voice to text
Here are some
translation.
results from the web.
It is second to none, phenomenal. I was just going to get to that, how good this is. This is the one feature that if you're using this phone against an iPhone, I'm sorry, but Google Pixels have got this absolutely nailed. Absolutely nailed. And I'm going to show you what it is. You've got font size, security. You've got camera access, you can see that's available. Mic access, so security wise, it's kind of like telling you all the things that are going. You can switch them off so you can be really secure. QR code scanning for just easy use and quickness. Everything's there. Battery saver. Never had to use battery saver. Never had to use it. I've never had to worry about running out of battery. Your podcasts all ping in there. And stuff. But what Google have done with, and let's find the app. The app is on the phone, but also it's built in now to the AI or the OS. And it should be here somewhere. Where is it? Actually, there it is. Google Translate. Now, you can set this Google Translate to any language you want. You could have it from Spanish to English. I've got it English to Spanish, just an example. You've got conversations, you've got like, you can cut and paste text in. This will translate from anything. Now, because this is built in to the OS, when you're using the phone app, you can enable, you know how when you get through to those call centers and it's press option 1 4, press option 2 4, press option 3 4. This has now got this built in so that as that call center is explaining who you're through to, and sometimes the volume and call quality on these call center answering things is so bad you can't really make it out. Well, this thing actually puts on the screen the exact word for word spoken, translating onto the screen to show you the options, which is, you will not know how good this is till you actually use the feature. It is unbelievable. And I mean, most people use a smartphone, right, as call, text, and social media these days. This thing knocks it out the park. You can see on the YouTube app before we get thingamid, how like fast the scrolling is and stuff, and the stereo speakers on it, just as good, if not better than an iPhone. I mean, honestly, stereo comes out the bottom, it comes out the earpiece. Um, as far as like in-hand feel and ease of use, the Pixel now is on par with the iPhone. Like I say, the App Store and stuff, you can just, the apps are, so good. You can see how many I've got running in the background there. There's no worry about it slowing down. You can quickly go back into an app from any app and bang, it opens. So we'll show you the camera because we did that in comparison. So what you've got on this one, unlike the normal iPhone 12, because this is a Pro model, if you had the iPhone 12 Pro, you would have these different settings. So you've got the wide, we're on video here, then you've got 1 zoom, 2 zoom, 4 zoom. Also on this, it's pretty good because you've got video settings here, but you've got camera settings. So you can scroll through your portrait mode and stuff, and then your night sight. That's something that the iPhone 12 doesn't have. So the Pixel 6 Pro, again, kind of blows it away for the photography side of it. And like I say, you can switch between photo and video, the lenses and stuff, and HDR, the photos that you get, and you also get a cinematic pan. You can see that there. That's something that iPhones of Pro models have sort of got, and you can have all sorts of great effects with that. Unstabilized or pan and stabilizations, you can slow it down, you can make it look really artistic. So bang for buck when we're looking at the choices between phones. I mean, in-hand feel. What is brilliant about these phones is this big ridge. See that there? That's where your finger rests. So it kind of is a heavy phone, but it balances in your hand, and when you're on a call, your fingers like that, and it's it's not difficult to hold or work with one hand. Everything's accessible. You know, um, that was an interesting article. I was actually reading. Excuse me. Actually reading about that. I said it ages ago. Bernard Weisberger spent 2 seasons on Live Golf, but he had built into his contract that if he was going to leave Live Golf and go back to the DP World Tour, that they would pay his fine to rejoin. And his fine was settled at 1.5 million, which they paid. Brilliant. So I don't know if any other player has negotiated such a great way to protect themselves in the old thing, because I bet you not many agents thought of that one, because that's your agent that's going to be doing that. And that's another thing about the Pixel. Just have a look at how clear the text is for reading. It does make a difference, and the on-screen colours and stuff make a difference. Let's just take us into the settings. there's quite a lot in here that's useful. You've got all your networks, your Bluetooth, your apps, your notifications, battery. That's a bit dubious. That's an estimate. Uh, that's going to last like like into next again day 0100 hours. Not like tonight. If I, you've got your display, dark theme, font, brightness level, lock screen, show all, notification, lock screen, navigation, gestures, night light, adaptive colors. You can hit that. You can see you've got natural, boosted, or adaptive. On an iPhone, you don't really have that ability to change, you know. So I've got full resolution set at the moment, which isn't too bad. It's on smooth display, 60 to 120 hertz. It's got a screen protector on it, so I've got that enabled. Wallpaper and style. You can see for the lock screen and clock and stuff. You can argue that iPhones with a new OS have got a similar kind of thing here going on. Yeah, they have. They have. They're all kind of looking like, yeah, similar. So you can do all this now, change the way it looks. But as far as like customization goes, Android we just want that one. Lock screen. Far more customization on. You mean you can change the colors and everything? Like, you can change that to a blue or a red. You can't do that on an iPhone. So customization levels on an Android phone, especially a Google Pixel, and you're getting the latest software and security updates for at least 4 years. Accessibility. So, and here's an interesting thing. I've got a screen off widget enabled. I'll show you that in a minute. Color and motion, extra dim. You can do that if it's like at night. You can get extra dim. Display text size, you can adjust that. You can even adjust the size of the icons. Now, yes, you can do that on iPhone, as in you can get zoom or standard, but you can actually really tweak this on an Android, which is another real good benefit. That, select to hear, speak, etc. But the translate on the Google phone, I know I keep going back to this, but the voice AI on this is second to none, like as in unbelievably good. What else we got? Security, you can see that there. Review all apps. App security is fine. System updates, not got any. I'll show you that though. Pixels have one annoying factor. The same as a iPhone. An iPhone, you need to hit the power button to switch the screen off. But with the off screen off widget, just double tap. Screen off. Can't do that on an iPhone. And it's double tap or raise to wake and your fingerprint to open, rather than hitting the on and off button all the time, which can do your absolute nutting. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, because the weather's so bad. We're reviewing up the odds and showing the comparisons between a Google Pixel, iPhone 12, 12 Pro, that type of thing, showing you like the bang for buck you can get, which is phenomenal. And I think like this is just I think it's called Obsidian Black, and the top part's grey, but it's phenomenal. USB Type-C. You've still got the lightning port on an iPhone 12, 12 Pro. You need to go to iPhone 15 before you get USB Type-C charging. So you've still got that to worry about. Switch that off. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up. Remember, use the code DONE golfing 10 for a 10% discount at any cash converter store. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.